Hey, hello guys. Let's all today's Geeks for Geeks daily challenge. Today was June 22nd, and the question is maximum area between the bars. Okay. You were given integer height, and that height represents the height of the ith bar arranged in a row. Okay. Find the maximum rectangular area that can be found by selecting any two bars. The area is calculated based on the original positions of the selected bars. Okay. The maximum rectangular area. Okay, we can select the whole bar itself, like the maximum rectangle area is found by selecting the two bars 5 and 7. Okay, got it. So I think the question is straightforward, right? So if it over here, the maximum rectangular area that can be found by okay, I think here the question is straightforward, right? So we can just need to iterate in both the ways, and then we need to calculate the maximum. I think the maximum. I think that won't have maximum rectangular area. So the brute force approach was like by selecting two pairs and then calculate the area in between. The size over here was 10 power 5. Definitely it will reach you to 10 time limit exceeder. So the optimized one was he was checking like we need to find a bar that is so for each bar we need to find the other bar that okay we need to find other bar that is too far also, and then yeah, that is too far, and then its height was greater than or equal to mine of my current selected one. Okay. mm, okay, that was really good. um, Instead of this, so for this, so oh, okay, it was a little tricky one. Okay, let's say I have 2, 5, 4, 3, 7 are the height for 2. Okay, hey, I for 2 also I would take the 7. So we need to find the bars. We need to find the rectangular area. Like, can we select 2 and 7? Will that work? The area is calculated based on the original position of the selected bars. The height of height bar arranged in a row. Okay, find the max rectangular area that can be formed by selecting any two bars. I think this is the only condition I have seen. Like, I just want to know, like, what if we select 2 and 7? Will that, because if we select 2 and 7, like in between there are some bars are over there, right? So the height of the 2 and 7, in between the bars are the height which is greater than the our current selected 2. For example, if we select 5, the bars are all in between or the height which is less than 5. But if we select 2, but the height of the in between bars are greater than our current selected 2, right? So I was not sure whether we can just limit that approach. I'll just check with the input. So I'll just make it as I will make this one as okay. Instead of making this, I'll make him a 8. Okay, this will look like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. for 5 4 3 2 1 output is 0, which means 5 4 3 2 1, which means sorry, the output is 4, I think. Yeah, the output is 4, which means they have selected the range in between. Yeah, the expected was 4. They have selected the range in between the 1 and 5. Okay, 1 and 5. 2. The gaps are 1 2 3, 1 and 2, 2. Okay, they have selected the height as 2 and then the 5. The same case, like the same case, and then in between bars are 2, and then the which means the length is 2, and then the height and then the length and breadth are both were 2, and then so the answer is 4. Okay, we can select any two bars, like there is no constraints. We can also select this 2 and 7, because if we select 2 and 7, the rectangle area which we are getting is only 3 was length, and then the height was only 2, so 3 times 2 was 6, which is not maximum. Okay. So now the actual question is, for each bar we need to select so in both the ways, left and right, for each bar we need to select the we need to choose the bar which is height greater than me, and then it's also so far. Okay. For each bar to height greater than the cut. Choose the height for each bar. We need to choose height greater than the current, and also it should be so, and also it should be far. Okay. That's now the question really makes sense. Okay, how we can do that? Will stack work over here? I think will stack work. Yeah, I think. No, stack won't help for this question. Mm. Okay. It was really a tricky one, right? Okay. So I was still figuring this out. Mm. Will, will Fenwick tree work? I don't think will, because like for each position I want to choose, hey, who is the one greater than. Mm. Yeah, I think Fenwick tree also helps in this. And, even in Fenwick tree we can store the index and then we can check. Mm. Okay, because for this 7, right, I'll just go there and then we can check. Let's first go to 6 and then check maximum index. Yeah, I think Fenwick tree will work here. In Fenwick tree, we are storing only the maximum index, and then We are storing only the index, and then while searching for it, we can just go from the current number to the till last, and then while updating is, we can just go from current number to the till zero. Primary index tree. We can check public int next greater for this for me also int index just equal to 0. So why if greater index for my num, okay, where this satisfied index equal to just mark the maximum of my current index. So num plus equal to num and right, you can just return the index over here like the same. You can just add the element into the tree, add num, okay, update update tree. You can just pass a number. So nothing else was needed, the num, and then we need index. Oh, we needed two piece of tree, right? We can also form. So let's. What if this 7 was exist on left side of 5? So in that time we need to take a minimum. At the time we can simply swap the array and then you can do it like. Okay. Let's say 5 minus. Bit of current normal map. I need to use maximum, right? So bit of num and then index. So here the query was wrong until we need to do num was greater than 0. So we can simply do a return over here. So it's a y1. So yeah, so int what if like I will just choose it as -1. Just we did it. So int max area or int I equal to 0, I dot size I plus plus. Okay, we are good to go. We are good now, I think. Okay, for first we need to go from right to left, right? So yeah, good here. Bar index was to create an object for this. So okay, good. Pass right. We need to find the maximum number in the over the all bars. So stream dot max equals 0. So because all over here we are just doing this like on the one based index. So the bar height that was so equal to root. Okay, that's typo. Day tree. Sorry, we will find next greater. So next greater of, I think no, this is not a good practice. We need to do it like this. Get of new end of this order. So every time is equal to 1 and then okay. So the next greater of height dot get of my current number. So let's say if I was standing in fourth index and then I was receiving as -1, I need to find the index, right? So if bar index was -1, sorry, if it is not -1, then hooray, I found something. So the max area equal to max dot maximum of the bar index minus I and then plus, yeah, here 2, right? So 0 1 2 3 4. So what if I find in between 3 and 4? It will become index as 1, right? So this is not good. 0 1 2 3 4. 4 minus 1 was 3. That was not good, right? 0 1. This 5 was 1 and then 4 2 3 and 4. 4 minus 1 was 3. No. So we need to subtract 1. So this is the length. This is 2 length times of height dot get of I. So this is the one. Yeah, we are good. We have find it. First we can return this and then we can just go in the second case, like no, it won't work. Here we didn't even update the trees, right? So yeah, after doing it, root dot update tree I dot get of my current I, and then this is my current index, right? So no, I think that is some type of height sort. Okay, binary indexed tree, new binary indexed tree, line number 36. Okay, this is integer, right? Okay, then this is a good one. Tree last to int integer to int value. That's a typo over here. Integer to int value. What? Wow. 36. Yeah, we are good now. What? TLE? Zero. Oh yeah. For this question definitely answer would be 0. So yeah, you can just go with the existing. Yeah, hooray, we found it. So the same we need to do it, but we need to do the same, but we need to do. So let what if the 7 exists in the left side of the 5? So we need to just swap the array, swap the height. I was thinking like, how just make this one nice. Like max area, max rectangular area. So well pass list of integer Okay, this is good, and then there's max area as well over here. So this guy at last returned the max area. At first, I will just find out what is the max area for my current one, and then I will swap it. J equal to let's go outside. Okay, I got get of I, and then hide dot set of for this current index. So hide dot get of j, right? As the same do it for set of j, store the value of 10. Yeah, and then find, and then max area would be need to find the maximum of the current one, and then this guy return the max area. This is good, I think. Yeah, we are good now. But it's just a little tricky. Like we need to find the maximum number that is present the next to me, and then we also need to find that number that has to be too far. Okay, this is the first time I solve this question. Okay, I just want to see like what they have given. The aim is to find the maximum area between two vertical bars. The shortest book is to form length of a candy dam or blah blah blah. Okay, I think they have did it in a very simple way. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, that's all. Hope you guys will understand. Like, stay consistent. Bye.